My people, my Biafran people, now how na day? How na day today? This one na Biafra Superstars Media and I'm holding it down. I say may God bless Biafra and may God bless His Excellency Oyendo Mazenamdi Kano. May God bless, may God bless, may God bless, may God bless His Excellency, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile. His Excellency ESN Ekpa Simon and Joko. For the job Simon is doing, Simon, I want to say we thank you, we appreciate you, we love you, because we know in your hands Biafra is coming, in your hands Biafra is safe, and in your hands when Biafra comes, the people of Biafra will rejoice. Oh my God. My fellow Biafrans, today, this one, now wow, I never saw this one coming. Seun Kuti, what thing they happen? My people, I can hear that Seun Kuti is insulting Mazenamdi Kano, and he's also insulting his brother Chief Sunday Igboho. He they call them cowards. He said they are runners. He said them they run. My people, I dey vex about this one because Seun is somebody when I've been think say in get sense, you know. But seeing that he's still going on with this stuff, today I go reveal to this guy things when probably him not to know, because when in Papa they alive, when his papa was in his active youth, Seun was a baby. When Fela and Kuti, when he changed his name from Fela Ransom Kuti to Fela and Kuti, Seun was a baby. In fact, they never born him that time. So today, I will take my time analyze this one. Make we first hear from our Prime Minister. We go hear from Dede, the man they call Dede, the man when them say this man, I am be the real son of the soil, I resemble Fela, because the spirit of Fela was in him. Also, I go discuss Femi Kuti. When Femi Kuti they insult Papa say, no they drink and smoke again, you go can say it is good for you, check yourself. Femi Kuti was insulting his father, said the Papa they drink too much, they smoke. They were growing up, they hated what their father was doing, even though their father brought them into the music world. But today, I want to talk to this guy, they call Seun Kuti, because you see me, if only you guys know my history, if you know how deep I go, I was also a student, not even a disciple. I was a student of Fela and Kuti. Back in the days, we sit down at the feet of Fela in his shrine in Ikeja. I believe it's number 2 Nadi Road, or Ikeja, almost. In fact, before I go deeper, make we hear the message, the second message when Simon Ekpa gave Seun Kuti. Because this one go touch me well. I felt like, Seun, why do you cross this line? Why you enter this lane? Why you enter this lane? We know you are somebody who talks. You smoke your weed and you talk. That's fine. Talk your talk. No enter this lane, this freedom fighting lane. Don't enter this lane. Your lane is all about Pan-Africanism. African continent. Coming together with those in America, the blacks in South America and all across the world. Pan-African, the coming together of all the African nations, the sons and daughters. That is the voice, your views from all these years. So it pain me say, you don't enter social media. Come begin talk about Nnamdi Kanu and Chief Dr. Sunday Igboho. Seun Kuti, you have to be careful. Because I am somebody, when me say, when you be small pikin, myself, I be small boy. And my uncle was playing trumpet for your papa. When my mother told me, say, that is your uncle playing the trumpet. They were in America doing a program on TV. My mother pointed, say, that is your uncle. There, Jack. That is there, Jack. There playing the trumpet for Fela. I said, what? I fell in love with it. I went to see my uncle as a child. And before you knew it, every other day, I found myself in the shrine of Fela and Kuti. No rehearsal. Sometimes my uncle will just come. When you see him, come. You go enter stage, begin blow trumpet for your papa. So this thing where you do so, it didn't touch me somehow. But before I go deeper, my people, oh my God. You see, this world, man, this world goes full circle. This life, when I see, this life, they go full circle. I never knew that this day will come. But today, make we hear our Prime Minister, the wisdom when Simon Ekpa gave Seun, the coded message when Simon Ekpa gave Seun as a warning shot, make him fall back. Then I go play Day. When we play Day on, I'll come play waiting Seun been talk. When they insult Nnamdi Kanu and the rest of them, say they ran away. They ran away. I go play that one before I will now come and put some senses in the head of Seun Kuti. Because I know his father, when his father's name was Fela Ransom Kuti. Your papa take away the ransom. He said an Englishman name. He took away the ransom and he changed his name to Fela Anikbolakbo Kuti. It means I put death for my pocket. Anikbolakbo Kuti. He said him don't put death for pockets. He cannot die. That's the meaning of your father's name. I know you know that. But today, I go deeper with this guy. For now, make way our Prime Minister. The way him break this one down. This one sweet, well. Make we not hear first. Hear this one from PM, yeah?
Seun Kuti.
Okay.
I see you again ranting. You even call yourself a hero. I don't know which of the hero you are, but all I can see is somebody whose brain has been damaged by over smoking of weed. You know,
Igbo.
Somebody like you, if you are sensible enough, should be in the forefront of fighting those who killed your father, killed your grandmother. But here you are, as a coward that no longer reasoned properly. You're mentioning people who died without achieving the reason they went to fight in the first place. You are mentioning them. We don't fight like that. We are learning, we have learned from what happened to those people you mentioned, who you see as a hero, why they fought and died without achieving the aim of the struggle, of their own struggle. No, we've learned from them. So we're not going to give ourselves away to become a hero after we are gone. We must fight to achieve the aim of fighting. And that is the reason some of us are fighting from outside. And as a face of a struggle, we cannot fight like other people who fought and lost and died. No. You know, so we are fighting wisely, fighting from outside as the face of the struggle. I want you to understand there is difference between the face of the struggle and those who are actually making things happen. So we have people who make things happen, and we have the face of the struggle. I am the face of Biafra struggle today.
Yes, sir.
As the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile. You don't need to agree you are not a Biafran. And even if you are a Biafran, you don't need to agree. That's why we are human. But let me tell you, you said that we are in democracy. What is democracy? Can you define democracy? Does Nigeria look like a country that is in democracy today? The answer is no. And that's why I said you don't have sense. You are just a boy who have the opportunity to smoke weed at early stage. And this is the result. Senseless reasoning. You are saying that now we are in democracy. So there is House of Assembly. There is House of this and House of that. Does Nigeria actually, as you are now, you come out and say that Nigeria is a democracy. Do you see democratic system where military are mounting roadblock and checkpoint, enforcing disappearance of their citizens every day? No, that's not democracy. The democratic is just quoting on what is going on in Nigeria. Nigeria is not a democratic system. Military, the rulership is there. It's not democratic. We saw what happened in the last election, which Biafra did not take part in the last election. And people were killed, butchered, humiliated, assaulted in Lagos. So, Seun, I think that you need some kind of rehabilitation so that your brain can work, if your brain can still work at all. You need rehabilitation. And next time you are talking something, addressing me or want to address Biafrans, please, we are very decent people. Wear some shirt.
Yes, sir.
Don't just come. This is not Nigeria. We are not. If you want to talk about Nigeria, you can dress anyhow you want. But when you want to talk about Biafra or refer to us or make reference to us, dress decently. And if you want to go to gym, like me, I usually do, you can also be, topless in the gym. Not when you come to make a video, you showing your lizard body. But if you have muscle like me, I don't know whether you'll be making live video naked or something. Hey. So please, next time you want to talk to me, be decent, okay? Dress like me, dress very decently, so that some of us will close our eyes and listen to what you want to say, if there is anything you are saying at all. But when people forward your video to me, I want to look at somebody talking, like a vulture that was beaten by rain. This hair is here, another hair is here, another two hair is here. I don't know, so you look very unkept.
Hey,
please. Last time you slapped the policeman, very calmly policeman, who was not very aggressive towards you. That was wrong.
Privilege.
We don't fight like women. Okay, I fight those that carries gun to kill my people. I don't go fight innocent policemen who are very calm, like what you did, and displayed very, very stupid behavior of you. Slapping a policeman who doesn't have a gun, who was not even reacting or shouting at you, you were slapping him.
Wow.
The first, the second, you pushed. And this is somebody who will be influencer, who will be talking, and some people are sharing the video.
Hey,
you don't have that particular, dignity for to advise people who are reasonable. But I'm making this video because I watched you talk about you are in democracy. Nigeria is not a democracy. It's not a democratic country. In Biafra land, we have military leaders everywhere. Maybe they are not in Yoruba land. So before you talk about the ordeal of Biafra people, go there, travel to Biafra land and see things for yourself and stop making fool of yourself. You should be the one in the forefront of Yoruba agitation because your father, your grandmother died like chicken. You even added flies. That's exactly how they die. And today, you are supporting those who killed them. Obasanjo, your father called Obasanjo international thief.
Hey.
Obasanjo, your father called Abiola international thief. Today, where is your father?
Hey.
Where is Abiola? Where is Obasanjo? They are there. Obasanjo is there. Abiola is dead. Abiola was killed. The same people who killed your father killed Abiola. So it is only a fool that will come on social media with the kind of history your family have and be talking in favor of those who put you in this condition you are today.
Wow. My PM, hold it there first. Hold it there, please. Hey, hold on there, PM. Wait. Hold on there, my PM. Oh, my God, have mercy. This is very, very deep. Very, very deep, my people. PM had just hit all the nails on the head. And that last statement, I'm being propelled to go deeper. But let us wait. Let us hold it back. And hear the next video when I go play. Before I go begin enter. Listen. My people, this man you are seeing here, they call him Dede. He's one of the men that was loved by Fela. I will call him a disciple of Fela. I will call him the spiritual son of Fela and Kuti. But somehow, very sadly, Seun and Femi Kuti, they did not appreciate this guy. Say somebody, they propagate the works of their father. Say somebody, they sing like in Papa. They still somehow did not appreciate this guy to an extent. Because my uncle was telling me when I was a young boy, I was sitting at the floor of the shrine watching Fela do his music. And sometimes when I go to my uncle's house, he used to play trumpet. He would tell me stories, say, that Dede, na Fela o. Na Fela spirit he be. That Dede. People around, they loved Dede because he was doing exactly the way the father was speaking. And in this story here, the Dede talk say, Fela tell him and Seun, waiting happened to him when he was in the NDLEA, when they can go NDLEA. NDLEA, Nigeria Drug Law Enforcement Agency. He said, then took him something, oh. When they can go that place, then took him something, oh. Because for the first time, Fela woke up and see his face on the floor. For a man to be sleeping with his face on the floor, it is not done. So he knew something strange happened to him. So he told Dede and Seun, this small Seun was growing up then. He said, he blessed then took me something for NDLA. To show you how God will have it. In the case of Mohbad, we heard the rumor say for NDLA, and then took him something as well, so make him drink something. In the case of Mohbad, when they say whatever, we heard they gave him something to drink in NDLA. Can you dot everything together? So now, before I start this analysis, because I never start, this one, I was holding it for a long time. And today, as God will have it, very, very sad, but it has to be done. Because I said, anybody that attacks Simon Ekpa is attacking me. Very, very sad. Make we hear Dede. Make we hear the way him break down within Fela tell him and Seun. Because Simon said, the government killed your father and your grandmother. The zoo government, the Nigerian military, the junta, they killed your father and your grandmother. I will go deeper. Make we hear Dede, watching him talk, say Fela tell them. Until this day, Seun has never spoken about it because they were ashamed of their father. Femi Kuti was saying, no, they drink and smoke again. No, they drink and smoke again. That song was about his father. You go can say, it is good for me. Check yourself. See yourself. That song was about him being a rebel against his own father. I'm breaking it down for you because me, when I see so, Namibi, in fact, when we're in the shrine, there's some music when Fela they sing, you will never hear them again. They were not recorded. That man was a prophet. He said everything that will happen today, and it is happening now. I'm going there. Make we first hear Dede. Within Dede talk. After this one, I go let the floor to explode. If you're ready, let us go there. Listen.
Clearly when Fela called me, when he tell me, he tell you, Seun. Yeah, I tell Seun and me. He say, they took me something.
Okay.
Be like say they took me something here. And this one a true talk.
Okay.
Later, we started seeing the degenerate state of his health.
Okay.
We started seeing the level at which things dropped. And we all know how it ended.
In Fela's own experience, what was it like? Was it the time they were abducting him? Or was he after he came back from prison that he said he made a statement that they took him something?
When they forced him to what do they call that place where Bama Ide?
NDLEA. Yes.
Now for there.
You see him?
And they took Baba.
While he was in their custody.
Yes.
Hold on there first. Hold on there. NDLEA. Now for there when they took Baba. Mobad. NDLEA. Now for there when they give him something to drink. Do you now get it? I am going somewhere with this. Moku, here they go. Listen.
To say it tells Seun and myself. I say unto
Take it back. Listen.
And I make bold to say it tells Seun and myself. I say unto thee.
Hold on there. He is so bold to say it. Fela told Seun and himself. Seun was a small boy then. He was a baby then. Loved by his father. Now Femi when be the rebel. When they always they stubborn, they shame, say the papa they smoke too much, they wear pants. All those things. He was a bit ashamed of his dad doing that. Now we went to that place, no waiting day. Now we went to that place, no waiting day. Like I said, this is going full circle. And today, I must speak within day. Let's continue. Now listen.
But did he tell you what that thing they injected?
How would he know? He just felt something, and because he asked us that he said, I don't ever sleep face down before. I would say no. He said, you don't ever see me sleep face down. I said no. He said, so how I take up? He said, when I come wake up, I can feel it. I said, they don't choke me, sir.
Thank you, sir. Hold on there first. Hold on there first, sir. Hold on there. Respect to Dede for coming out to say this, because for so many years he was expecting Seun to speak out against the government. But Seun did not do it. Now, Seun, you did the talk say people like Nnamdi Kanu and our guy, Chief Sunday Igboho, say they are cowards for running away. Your father was there during the military rule, and all he could do was put it on paper. Because during that time for military rule, if you talk, then go shoot you and kill you. Even though your father was doing it in his own way during that time. Respect to him. He was a musician, and he tried it his own way. Despite him putting the message in the music. They still, I'll say probably, he's the one that was locked up so many times than any other Nigerian in that zoo. They break in bone, they break in ribs, they flog him away for prison. He went through hell. But he chose his own way, his own philosophy, because he had to put it down on paper. So I call him a prophet of his time. Simon Ekpa talk how they kill your mama. The same government, they killed your mother and they killed your father. Sorry, they killed your grandmother, which is the mother of Fela. They killed her. And to an extent, all what Fela could do again was to put it down in lyrics. Where he said, and I'll try to quote, he said, Fela dey for house, Beko dey there too, the mama dey there too, beautiful people dey there too, Frenchman dey there too, pressman dey there too, 150 of us dey there too. When suddenly, Jagba. Jogbo, them they born, yes, them they rape some of these women by force, yes, them burn some head, them burn some leg, them throw in mama, 78-year-old mama, political mama, political mama, influential mama, ideological mama, Ah, my God, have mercy. Political, oh mama, them throw my mama out of from window. Them kill my mama. Them kill my mama. Them kill my mama. Them kill my mama. Them carry everybody. Them carry everybody. Go ho inside jail. My God, what a prophet. During his own time, all he could do was to write it down, waiting for people like us to come. Now, we now, the new breed, when we stand the military, the police. During those days, oh, now police, oh. During those days, now police get power, they beat people, oh. Now, when we don't stand, when we say we fit to match the police, gun for gun, bullet for bullet, an eye for an eye, a life for a life, tooth for tooth, tat for tat, man for man, all die na die. Now, when we fit to match them, you expect us to do it like your father, to put it in lyrics. Your mother died, your grandmother died, and your father all he could do, because there was no rule of law in a military junta. Your papa put on for lyrics. And somehow, he chose to remain in that Nigeria. And in the end, that is stubbornness. Nigeria 9 kill him. You and I know say na Nigeria 9 kill him. But here you are now expecting us to do the same way your father did it. When you know there is no rule of law. If there was a rule of law in that zoo called Nigeria, then perhaps we all will be in Nigeria talking. You know, the government will respect you the way they will respect you in USA, in Germany, in France, or whatever. You will speak for your freedom. You will speak for a referendum to break off of the zoo. Nobody will come and burn your house down and kill you. Eh? Your father said everything in his lyrics. He said, them throw my mama out of from window, them kill my... During those days when we were singing it, your father told us to say, them kill in mama. That we shouldn't say my mama, we should say in mama. So those days we go say them killing mama, 70, 80-year-old mama, political mama, ideological mama, influential in mama, them throw in mama, out of from window, them killing mama, them killing mama, them killing mama, them killing mama, them carry everybody. Them carry everybody go inside jail. My God. Everybody they inside jail. We they wait. Them lock us 27 days. Press they talk. Radio they ring. People they talk. Them go lock Fela. He said, them go burn Fela house. Waiting this Fela do. This government he bad yo. Waiting this Fela do. Fela talk about government wasting money yo. This man said everything. This government he bad you, waiting this Fela do, then suddenly, government bring instruments of magic, then bring inquiry, then bring two men, one soldier, one justice. The name of justice one is Dosumu. The other justice was, oh my God. Your father was a prophet. Them start magic. Then seize my house where they don't burn. Listen, no. Them seize my house where they don't burn. It is still happening in Okwama. They burnt the houses in Okwama. And they seized the land of Okwama. Your father saw these things way back. I believe that song was done in 1979 because back then I always wrote down the history about your father. He was our prophet. But I respected him for doing it the way he could do it. He said, them seize my house, where they don't born. Them seize my land. Them drive all the people when they in area, 2,000 citizens. They make them all homeless now. Where have you seen that happen? In Okwama, they seized their land. They drove everybody in the community. This same government that's showing love now, that you are saying it is democracy, the same thing happened to your father. But you are here now saying you love that same government. Seun, that is why Samuel Ekpa said, that's Igbo way they smoke, make you cool down. Now beg they beg you, make you cool down. Look what your father was a prophet. He saw everything. You see, during those days, you probably, because you came from the loin of your father, you came from the bloodline of your father, probably you will not appreciate him the way we were appreciating him, because we saw him as a prophet, we saw him as a god, we saw him as somebody who was speaking through the power, because everything he said has come to pass. What he said back then, it happened. It's still happening now. And Seun, you should have been the one to say, oh, what my father said is happening now. But you refuse to say that. Instead, you are attacking those. You are attacking the Chief Sunday Igboho from your tribe. You are attacking the Biafrans, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. You are calling them cowards for doing it their own way. We came with a new school of thought. We know staying in Nigeria, they will kill us. Nnamdi Kanu was in Nigeria until Buhari, that stinking bastard, that idiot, until he sent his Boko Haram men to the home of Nnamdi Kanu to kill him. That was why Nnamdi Kanu had to leave. In your father's time, now police then they send. The same Buhari sent police to lock your papa up. Obasanjo sent police to lock your father up. During those days, now police. But now the terrain has changed. It is the military now. These idiots, the Fulani killer headsmen, they send in their military to kill people. And you are here saying Chief Sunday Igboho is a coward. Nnamdi Kanu is a coward. Your father had the right to do it his own way. It was his choice to put it in a music and remain in Nigeria, even though he had a chance to live wherever he want to be in the whole world, because his fan base were international. It was global, but he chose, that was his choice. He chose to remain in Nigeria. That was his choice. His preferred way was to put it in music and remain in Nigeria. But unknown to him, say that time the military junta, they no one use ear hear the message, because he was giving us the message through his music. He said everything there. Them drive all the people when live in area, 2,000 citizens. They make them all homeless now. Them start magic. Them seize my hand, where they don't born. Them drive all the people. Now he now said again, them they say unknown soldier, nine do unknown soldier, government magic, unknown soldier, nine do unknown soldier. Today we are hearing unknown gunmen. Your father was a prophet, Seun. Keep that Igbo down. Keep that weed down. Listen to the scriptures. Your father, his music, they were like scriptures. He was a prophet of his time. That's how you know when somebody is a prophet. Not only when white man say, oh, this one is a prophet. You should know by their action, whatever they say come to pass. He called them, they said it was unknown soldier. Today we are hearing about unknown gunmen, but you and the media, you pretend like you don't know what is happening. That was your biggest chance to say, oh, my father told you so. It has come again. They said unknown soldier. Nine do unknown soldier. I get some information for you. That's my mama when you kill. She's the only mother of Nigeria. That's my mama when you kill. Now she fight for human adult suffrage. Which kind of injustice be this? Wetin can concern government inside? If na unknown soldier, we get unknown police, we get unknown civilians. All equals to unknown government. We get unknown police. This is your father talking about the police. So during that time, not the police. A prophet broke it down, said everything that was happening during that time. And now you expect us when they for a new dimension. You expect us to still do it the same way as your father? No, we have learned from the pros and cons of the way Fela went about his thing. We have seen the things he did, which we can improve on, and the mistakes he also made, which we shall not remake. Because when you make the same mistake, you get the same result over and over and over again. My fellow Biafrans, at this point, I have so much to say from my chest. But before I speak, respect to this man you are seeing here, Dede. This man was one of those that kept the name and legacy of Fela alive till this day. Because Fela loved his first son, Femi, so much. But when Femi was growing up, he couldn't do that song. He insulted Fela, say he they drink and they smoke. And his father was not happy about it. The father looked around and said, Dede, now in fact, now me born you, you're my spiritual son. Until this day, the family of Fela, they don't show this guy you are seeing here love. They don't show him love that much. Because then they assume, say, now only the bloodline if he connect to the spirituality of Fela and Kuti. He didn't know that sometimes when you are doing a music, when you are on stage singing, even those when they watch you, some of them when pay their money to come watch you sing live on stage. Some of them, they are connecting to you spirituality. Through your spiritual realm, they are connecting with you. They must come to your show to watch you speak live, to watch you sing live, because they need to tap into your spirituality. They need to tap into your consciousness. And people like myself during that time, through my uncle, I tapped into the spirituality of Fela and Kuti. So today, make we hear within this boy talk. Make we hear Seun the way he insults Nnamdi Kanu and Chief Sunday Igboho. It didn't pain me, but make we hear them. Listen.
I want to tell you all the places Europeans have blocked you from, the foreigners. I've blocked you from your own country that you cannot enter. So that you can be ready to enter since we are ready to fight discrimination.
Listen, no, it's coming.
How dare you say you have a made in Nigeria car? You have a car assembled in Nigeria. It's made in Japan. Won't be FMA car. Refine it. You cannot feed yourself in your country. Can't make enough food to eat. You can't even refine the crude oil that is in your ground. You have to go and call the countries of this world to donate to 1 billionaire. It was a global effort for 1 billionaire to build more refinery that we can't even see the impact in our life. You people in the field, instead make una fight, make una field work. I keep telling Nigerians, it is if to say Fela carrying Afrobeat music as government hate out, Fela packing bag and baggages, go stay for America. Will you people have this gift that he left here?
Listen.
The way Nigerian professionals think, it is the best of us. When we see that our country doesn't match our potential, now we suppose begin agitate. Now we suppose begin fight. Now we suppose begin organize to find the right people who go take here so we can fulfill our potential.
Listen.
But not lie, not to run. Cowards. And run. Every generation. 70s, they run. They come back for 80s. Shigari scatter again, they run. When military come back, all of them come back for Obasanjo time again. Say, opportunity. Only opportunity na define. Now they find development, they don't come back again. All of them don't die again. New generation say don't follow them. Why always running? Why are you running? Why stand and fight for a great country? If una know say the sign say una leaders they corrupt and your leaders are not for you, is that they go and shake hand with European leaders in Europe and America. Why do you feel that you're going to serve these same people with all your talent? I'm not saying don't create something that the world will not like. Okay. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying don't do business with the world. I'm not saying don't expose yourself to the world, because we are not trapped. We can't trap ourselves. Yes, but your source must be here. All those things you are giving to the world, you must also be giving it to your people. If you can't be giving it to your people, why are you giving it to the world? Many people will go to Europe and America. They will serve as doctors for 20 years. Okay. 25 years. They will come back to Nigeria. If they are not commissioner for health, or you don't give them minister, they don't have nothing to do for Nigeria. They will never serve, and they will never build hospital and come back, and only very few will serve, come back and build hospital to try and help their community. Very few, maybe 1 or 2%. People will go work for bank, or they come back is politics. They want to pack the money into, not to sanitize the banking industry. So look at the president of Gambia today. He was a security at Argos. Because you guard the supermarket. Does that mean you can guard the country? Hey, God. Putin is a white man. Vladimir Putin is a white man. He's a European man. Can he step foot in any European, or can he step foot in any of the Western European countries? Can he step foot in Germany? No. Can Putin step foot in France? Can Putin step foot in Holland, Belgium? They will arrest him immediately. Can Putin step foot in America, in the United States? Can he step foot in England? Putin dare not.
That's because they've put a law out there for him now for his arrest. It's out there. Even the Interpol, they're after him. But in your own zoo called Nigeria, I'm surprised that you love Nigerian. I'm surprised. But in your own zoo called Nigeria, the Fulani Caliphate, they control the military. And you saw what they did to Chief Sunday Igboho. You also saw what happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That when they chose to stay in their country, it was your military that went to kill them. In the case of Chief Sunday Igboho, 2 men in his house were killed. He was able to run to Benin Republic. On his way trying to abscond to Germany, Buhari and his men, they caught him in Benin Republic. And if not for Tinubu will enter power, by now, you and I know that it's either they will bring him to Nigeria or he'll still be locked up in Benin Republic. In the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he was there in that zoo. He didn't run anywhere. They placed him on bail. He was on bail still doing his stuff until Buhari sent his Fulani headsmen dressed in Nigerian military uniform to go to the house of Nnamdi Kanu to buy him. And in the process, 28 people were killed in the home of Nnamdi Kanu. Seun, think about that thing. In your father's case, all they did was flog him with the baton, then punish him, then lock him, then chain him. Even when he's singing on stage, in body they bend because of the pains. He said, the way that they will handcuff him, they will chain him, they will hang him for wall to punish him. It affected the way your father was moving around. But during your father's time, the Fulani cabal, they were not as crazy as they are now. Because now they are military and they do what they do now. So for you to think, say, make people there when get sense, when don't learn from your father. We have learned from Nnamdi Kanu. We have even learned from Chief Sunday Igboho what the zoo can do, what they are capable of doing. That in that zoo they don't respect the rule of law. You now expect us to come to Nigeria and be doing what we are doing. That means we are not good students. Because a good student of history should understand. Your actions and inactions can tell how things will go in the movement. So for you to now be laughing at them, saying they are cowards. They are running away. They are cowards and running away. Man, you fall my hand, though. You fall my hand big time. Because you see me, I followed your father's footstep. When it came to singing, I thought singing it would solve the problem. When they killed MK Abiola, I was in the shrine, your shrine, during that time. And I came out with the music that time. Your Fela flow, the Afro Juju, Afro beat, anything we won't call them. I was doing it then. I said this story some few months ago where I said I wrote a song. I wrote a song there for MK Abiola. When I said, why poor man they suffer today, now the reason won't be this. Suffer today, now the reason won't be this. Why poor man no get money today, now the reason won't be this. Suffer today, now the reason won't be this. We did do our election, jeje. We did do our voting, jeje. The month na June, the day na 12 yo. The year in call 1993. Ta-na-ta. Oyibo, them come from foreign land. Oyibo, them come from foreign land. From Germany, Russia, America, Japan, yo. Ta-na-ta. Them come to inspect the election. And them say, now the freest and fairest. But government and not the election. They come put the man inside detention. Now who be the man, yo? MKO Abiola. 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 Waiting he do, MKO Abiola. Should be in election when he do MKO Abiola. Ah, they come bring the tea. MKO Abiola. Now who make the tea, yo? MKO Abiola. What in them take use make the tea? MKO Abi. Say na coffee and pick milk. Abi na sugar and honey, MKO Abiola. Na so them kill am, MKO Abiola. Na so them kill am, yo, MKO Abiola. Na so them kill am, yo, MKO Abiola. Na so them kill am, yo, MKO Abi. Since them poor man they suffer. Since them poor man they suffer. Since then suffer start yo. And since then suffer start yo. Yeah, ho. Since money man never chop oh. For this Nigeria things had yo. Our leaders lead the well yo. I say ewa by me yo. Man go school man no get job oh. For this Nigeria things had yo. You be teacher teach you well yo. My brother, live story. Live story. We have sat at the feet of Fela as kids. We grew up listening to Fela. The spirit of Fela was in me, but I said no, going forward, because this new thing now, a new dimension. The days of singing and following the old way of doing things, it will not work. We need a new school of thoughts. Respect to your dad. Respect to him. He did it his own way during that time. I finished that song. Men, they heard the song, they loved it. It was done in the studio. Then suddenly they paid me off and said, somebody don't buy this music. Oh. The money they paid me was good. They say, person don't buy this music. Them like them. Then say they won't buy them from your hand. I was happy. They paid me some good money. I was hoping that one day I will hear that music for your zoo radio. But until I left that country, I never heard it. Until this day. Only God knew what they did with that song. Think about that. We did it your father's way, my brother. We did it your father's way, but we don't say we are now in 2024. Things don't change, my brother. The days of talking and singing, those days don't pass. When Idris Singh say Nigeria jaka jaka, the president said na in head when na in papa head jaka jaka. Think about that. The days of singing don't pass. The days of carrying flag. Look at NSAS. They carried the Nigerian flag. They were waving it. They say keep on waving the flag. When you wave the flag, they put the strap, they will not shoot you. Wave your flag high, 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 higher, higher, higher. Wave the flag. Wave the Nigerian flag. When the soldiers come, they will not shoot us. They will jubilate. They will work with us. They will give us water. They will give us succor. They will take care of us. They will protect us. As the soldiers were coming, they kept on waving the flag. Unknown to them, say the soldier when they come now, Fulani killer herdsmen dressed in Nigerian uniform. That's the mistake. Now we don't find out, say the so-called unknown soldier during that time. We now know who they are. They were the Fulani killer herdsmen dressed in Nigerian military uniform. The so-called unknown gunmen. Now we know who they are. These were the men of Asari Dokubo. These were Nigerian Zoo military men that changed their clothes. They wear military clothes in the morning. They do the action. Then when they are leaving, they change their clothes to headsmen. Seun, make you take caution. Take caution, because sometimes those, when they watch you, you don't know how they like you or how they respect your father. Yes, you came from the bloodline of Fela, but some of us, we are the spiritual sons of Fela and Kuti. It was when I heard the gospel of Nnamdi Kanu, I said, whoa, this is something new. Because the days of singing and putting it in music, those days don't pass. When I heard the gospel of His Excellency, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, I said, this is where I need to be. I left those singing stuff. Because it's okay to make some money from music, but liberation of your people is the main thing. Simon came with a new dimension, and we are following Simon Ekpa. An upgrade to how you gain your freedom. During the time of your father, not to put on for music, because he was trying to reach the whole world. And the irony of life is that Fela has so many fans around the whole world. Oyibo, most of them now, they are working in the UN, they are working in UNICEF, they are working even in the FBI, CIA, MI5. They are working everywhere. They love Fela, but they know the truth. But Nigeria is still standing. You heard that they took your papa something. NDLA took your papa something. And you, being the son of your father, it came from somebody else. You had that information and you hid that information. You hide them from the public. Now, the spiritual son that sang like your father, that moves like your father, now him can't expose everything. My people, make we hear and they go. Hear this guy they go. I will try and get the video where he was calling out names, but here is one they go. Listen.
Arrest him immediately.
Well, why?
Because he is for the Russian people. Good or bad. Listen, whether Putin is good or Putin is bad, Putin is for the Russian people. For those leaders of those worlds, for those Western world leaders to be willing to see you, you must. How many times does Xi Jinping
China president
travel to these countries? Xi Jinping has more business. That is China, the Chinese premier. So Xi Jinping, China has more business with UK, with America, with France than Nigeria can ever have.
Hey, God, have mercy.
Does Xi Jinping visit China, visit France and UK and America the way your own Nigerian leaders? Now, we are going to Davos. We are going to our president right now probably is not even in the country, visiting one of these people. And instead of these people, all these our professionals to come up with the right theories, to come up with the right theories to fix the problems of this country, which is that
Why doesn't
it means maybe say our own professional students say them go work hard.
Okay.
Because there's no theory that fixes Nigeria. without the dedication of the Nigerian professional.
Hey, you keep saying Nigeria, Nigeria, Nigeria. Now, wow, I am baffled that the son of Fela still believe in Nigeria. I can't believe this. You say you say they are in democracy. When your father gave the definition of the democracy that Zoo is going to, he said democracy, crazy demonstration of crazy demonstration. Rich man they mess, poor man they cry. As things they go in Africa. Your father said everything, and you still believe in democracy. You still believe in Nigeria. You should be the last or the least person in that zoo to speak highly of that zoo called Nigeria. I'm surprised that you are saying this, because somehow, I don't really get it. I don't really get it. But I kind of understand why you're doing this, because sometimes a prophet is not respected in his home. A king that the whole country that they are scared of, the children don't respect, or they are not scared of that king. What do I mean? When the king there for throne, people will come to him, they will bow down. Your Majesty, God bless the king, God bless the king. They can't look at the king in the face. But in the flat, in his house, in his home, the children, they call him by his name. They will call that king by its name. That's the problem these guys have. They don't know the real influence of their father. You might think they know, but for the fact he's speaking this way, he loves Nigeria now. He's insulted Nnamdi Kanu and Chief Sunday Igboho. He doesn't know these guys. They are students. They are scholars. They belong to the school of thought of Fela. But they have said it is time to upgrade, not to make the same mistake that your father made during that time. This is touch me, because this is something I never wanted to share with anybody. I felt I will keep it to myself. But for the fact you are speaking this way, I just want to remind you. I wanted to remind you to know, say, even your brother Femi Kuti had a beef with your dad. He wasn't happy the way your dad was smoking, wearing pants all the time and drink. You know what I mean? And he did a song where he was dissing his own dad. Your father was angry with him for that song. By the end, he left him. He left him. So no come here now, come begin talk like, say, you are holier than thou, or now you know everything, because what you know about your father, we sat under the feet, we were watching and we were observing. We studied and we learned from the great Fela and Kuti. Even your brother, your uncle, Bear called Ransom Kuti. He chose to continue with the ransom. There, ransom. Fela said, no, I'm taking away ransom from my name. My name is now Fela Anikbola Kuti. I put death for my pockets. Now, live story, man. Live story. One day, oh no, I forget though. You see, this movement, when we did, you guys, you call us miscreants. You don't know, say now we have gone full circle. From the days of the first coup plotters, those men that tried to solve the problem, up to when Agu Ironsi now caught those young men, put them for prison. But the Fulani, they say no, through Danjuma, through Theophilus, T.Y. Danjuma, he went to kill Agu Ironsi and his best friend in Ibadan. We have been studying Nigeria way back. We studied the zoo. We saw what they did to even your father. How they killed your mama, your grandmother. They threw her from the window. Your mother was the first to drive a car, according to what we were hearing during those days. And your father, in his own way, to rebel against the system. When they said one man to one wife, he said, okay, to prove and rebel against the system, I will say I have so many wives. All the women living in those neighborhoods, he carried them, say, come and live in my Calcutta Republic. And he made them his wives. That doesn't mean he was sleeping with everybody, but he was a kind man. He brought in everybody to his homes. He called all those women his wives. Just to shame that zoo called Nigeria. But you are here now, in your high horse, insulting Nnamdi Kanu and Chief Sunday Igboho for doing it the way they feel it is the best approach according to them. In your father's case, Fela chose the best way he felt he could deal with that Zoo Republic during that time. He insulted them. ITT, International Tif. He said everything. Obasanjo, OFN, Operation Feed the Nation to Obasanjo Farm of Nigeria. They waste their money on Lagos, on Festac. He said everything in his music. He did all he could during that time. Even those who claim to be the first lady, he said, lady na master, when you call a woman African woman, not go grey, she go say, I be lady, yo. She go say, I be lady. She go say, I no be woman. He was trying to expose them, what they were doing then. Because your politicians, they brought in a foreign culture to that zoo called Nigeria. Your father did it his own way. Nobody attacked him. He had his followers, he had his disciples, he had a school of thought who were studying Fela, how he did his own thing. I was privileged to be watching him sing live. And I can tell you, say, some of the songs when he sing for stage, some of those songs were not recorded. People when never go that shrine, you have not heard 10% of the music that man had. It was spiritual. Being in that shrine was a spiritual experience. He was singing original music. I was hoping that Seun or Femi will continue in that line. At least Seun tried to an extent, but Femi just went a different lane. When they do, like, they copy very well the way Fela was doing it. There was this witch hunting, They kept Fela like a family property, not knowing that he was there for the people. Fela had spiritual sons and daughters. My uncle was playing that trumpet for Fora. Live story, my people. Live story. So what is this guy is saying here? I get it. He's being naive because he doesn't understand the what of his father. When you know that your father was a god amongst men, you will not be speaking the way you are speaking. Your father was a god amongst men. I rest my case, man. This one, part one. Seun, I took this one cool, oh. I take this one cool with you because there are some things I can say to scatter everywhere, but I said no. Let me keep it. Yes, Fela was your biological father, but Fela too was my spiritual father. Make you know that one. There are some things when I know first-hand information, when I sasabi, when I no go talk here. Because this is not about the great Fela and Kuti. But I wanted to scold you to let you know, say, do not attack Nnamdi Kanu or Chief Sunday Igboho for doing it their own way. Your father had the leeway to do it the way he felt it was deemed fit. He did it his own way. He went against the system. Whatever they come with the policy, he will turn it around and he will expose them for the flaws they were doing. He's the one that made the whole world know, say, even MK Abiola is a criminal. But let us respect him. Let the dead bury the dead. But we all knew about the ITT. Through your father, we knew about the ITT. Your father was the Google during that time. Your father was the internet during that time. The information we didn't have. Through his music, we could get the information. He did it his own way. He fought that government his own way. So who are you now to now tell Chief Sunday Igboho or Nnamdi Kanu or even Simon Ekpa how to do that? Hey, make sure say you know attack Simon Ekpa, because that's why go vex me. Make I not see any video where you attack Simon Ekpa, because if you do now that one go vex me, because anybody will attack Simon Ekpa, the gloves are off. Anybody when attack my prime minister, the gloves are off. So this is the last grace I'm giving you. Because it's not good when two people they fight. You are the biological father of Fela. I am the spiritual son of Fela. I worship that man. I will watch him live. I will go home and write songs similar to his style. I was jacking his style. I was copying his style. I was flowing like him. And the spirit of Fela was inspiring me. But I still know that he did it. That was his own way of doing it. He chose to wear those pants to show, say, look, we came with nothing. We shall live with nothing. That was his style. Those people they called his wife. These were people he saw in the street. Once they come, say, please, come for a house. Feel free. I do your house, chop ewa agoin and bread. Ewa agoin. I chop ewa agoin and bread for the house. So please, rethink and reconsider. Wash your hands off when it comes to Simon Ekpa. Please. Now I beg you. Wash your hands off when it comes to the dragon, His Excellency, Mazi Ekpa, Simon Njoko. If you love Nigeria, okay, adios. Enjoy your Nigeria. But for me and my people, we are coming with a new dimension. And this new dimension, now to wash away from Nigeria, to break that zoo and leave. Those that want to remain in that zoo, make them remain. But for me and my people, we are living that zoo. I rest my case for this one, my people. I will rest my case, but I will keep my ears open. Seun, I have my eyes on you. Do not attack Simon Ekpa. Maintain your Pan-Africanism. The coming together of Africans all around the whole world, working together, having a synergy. Fine, that is great. Keep doing that. You do you, but don't come for our own lane. That is the problem. No come our own lane. What we are doing is spiritual. We are saying it is Biafra or death. Biafra or nothing else. We don't believe in Nigeria. To us, Nigeria is something that was created by the white man. Flora Shaw and Lord Lugard. Ashawo and a criminal. They created Nigeria. Ashawo gave it the name Nigeria. We are saying we are done with that so-called Nigeria. Because now we suffer. Now our oil and the thief. Now we get the oil, winning the thief. Okwama, you saw what they did in Okwama. They burnt all the buildings and they broke them down. They chased everybody in the community into the bushes. The same way they did to your father on a smaller scale. But this one, a whole community. Calcutta Republic, they chased everybody. They burnt his house. They chased everybody. But in this case, in a Biafra land, Okwama, you saw what they did. Till this day, this is the 7th week. The 7th bloody week. People, they have not gotten back to their homes. There is no more home in Okwama. All the houses has been destroyed. Seun, wash your hand off the case of Biafra. Wash your hand off the case of Biafra. I have my eyes on you. I have my eyes on you. I have my eyes on you. Do not insult our Prime Minister. Wash your hand off the case. Because next time, when I come back talk, I go open your show. I go open everything up. So, make una mind una business. I rest my case. For those who have ears, let them hear. For those who have ears, let them hear. From me, from here, for now, I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I remain yours truly, Biafra, Superstars Media. God bless you. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Biafra, Biafra. It's the freedom. Yeah. Biafra, Biafra. Let it be known, we're here for the throne. Biafra, we're going home. Yeah. Mazin Ambekanu, Mazi Simon Ekpa, Prime Minister Biafra. You know he does it better. I'm looking all strapped up in this game, Biafra soldier. Let my name be known, nigga. I'm the soldier. Yeah, I'm fighting for liberation. I'm fighting for the people. I'm fighting for my freedom. Yeah, we fight for Biafra. Let it be known, cause we're straight from Africa. Yeah, the black nation, the creation of God. I am the...
My people, my Biafran people, how on a day? I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending from where you're listening to the sound of my voice. This one, Biafra Superstars Media, and I'm holding it down. I say, may God bless Biafra, and may God bless His Excellency Oyendo Mazinam Kano. May God bless His Excellency, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, His Excellency ESN Ekpa Simon Njoko, for the job Simon is doing. Someone I want to say we thank you, we appreciate you, we love you, because we know in your hands Biafra is coming, in your hands Biafra is safe, and in your hands when Biafra comes, the people of Biafra will rejoice. My fellow Biafrans, today I want to be brutal. I want to be firm with this man they call Rufai Oseni. You all say Rufai is the best journalist in that zoo called Nigeria. You said you love Rufai Oseni. You said he is the best. You say he's a type that speaks truth to power. But today, I want to pick the brain of Rufai Oseni when it comes to this man they call Alhaji Lateef Jakonde. Because today I have gone to the Twitter page, or the X page, what they call today, of Mr. Rufai Oseni. And he's there lamenting about the good works of Alhaji Lateef Jakonde. In his X page he said, when he left office, Jakonde lived in Ilukbeju. He had no mansions in Victoria Island. He could have acquired all for himself. Can we say so for others? This is the question that Rufai Oseni is posing to those he calls the politicians of Nigeria. And this is the same man, Rufai Oseni, who said he loved Nigeria. He said, God bless Nigeria. He said, Nigeria go better. Rufai Oseni, today I want to ask you this question. I want to spar with you intellectually. How can you say you love Nigeria when the main fabrics that make that country, the principles, the yardstick, the foundation of Nigeria has been destroyed by the so-called politicians of today? We all know the great man Alhaji Lateef Jakonde. Most of us went to his school, Jakonde schools. Even though at first the Western world, they were laughing at Jakonde. They said he was building pig farms, calling it schools. But for the fact, during those days, we had a roof over our head to study. Most of us, we gained from the universal education that Mr. Jakonde provided for everybody. Even your so-called politicians of today, people like Tinubu, though he's not a Nigerian, so I'll skip him out. Men like Peter Obi and the rest of them, they all enjoyed the fringe benefits that Jakonde provided. That foundation, that educational foundation, that background that you all needed in the South or in the Southwest, to be more specific. So today, Rufai Oseni, you now, the same person now, lamenting about the good days, the good old days of Lateef Jakonde, a man who never stole a penny from that zoo. But today, even the so-called councillors, even the so-called local government chairmen, they have acquired more wealth than Lateef Jakonde ever did. Yet, Rufai Oseni, in his high horse, still believes in Nigeria go better. What are the metrics this guy is using to judge, to make that statement? Say Nigeria go better. When you can see, even up to the level of your councillors now, your local governments, they are not functioning. The governors, they control the local government. The governors, they have the local government in their pockets. Not only that, back in the days, being a traditional ruler used to be a very high esteemed position. In fact, the governors, they used to be scared and they respect the traditional rulers. But today, look at the way your so-called kings, the Igwes, the Bale, the Kabiesis, and the rest of them, see the way they are being treated by governors. During the days of old, during the time of colonization, when Britain came to that contraction they call Nigeria, it was the traditional rulers, it was the kings, the Obas that fought them, that stood firm against the British rule. We all know the story about the great Oba Ovorawe. When he gave Britain the water, Britain, they went back, said, no. This is unbelievable that in Africa, there is a king out there that has his army. And they slaughtered all our men. Britain came back with a reinforcement. And when they came, they destroyed the whole kingdom of the great Ovarame. But for the respect they have for him, they could not kill him because they know the people love their king. They knew the dire consequences of killing the king of the people. So what they did was to send him on exile. Now you get it. Now you know how far we have fallen as a people. From the days when your Oba, your kings, your Igwes, they were respected. They were held on a very high pedestal. That was why men like Jakonde, when they had power, when they were in politics, they dare not steal the wealth of the people. But today, look at the governors. They've allowed just one tribe, a tribe, the Fulani tribe. They allowed one tribe out of 270 tribes. You allowed one tribe to control and frustrate the whole contraption you call Nigeria. Just one tribe. One tribe out of more than 260 different tribes in that Zoo Republic. Today as we speak, you allowed a foreign person, your slave master, your colonizer to give you a name as Nigeria, Niger area, Negus, the land of the blacks, the land of the black resources, the river Niger that flows the mineral resources. From river Niger, they looked at you and a woman, a prostitute known as Flora Shaw, a lady trying to be good in a so-called journalism. She wrote an essay and she called you Niger area, the area of the river Niger. She said because that's a better name for a business. A company should not have a long name. It makes no sense. When Nigeria was known as the Royal Niger or whatever, she said, why not come with a better name? When she was naming you based as a business. She wanted something that catches, a very good phrase. And she said, the Royal Niger Company is too long. The Royal Niger Company is too long. Lord Lugard, why don't we break it down to Niger area? From Niger area, you now got Nigeria, because don't forget where they call Niger as we speak was colonized by France, and there was a steep competition between Britain and France. So when Flora Shaw told Lord Lugard about Niger area, when the French, they reported it, they called it Nigeria. Then over time, when the media picked it up, they called it Nigeria. The name of a company. is a so-called contraption that Rufai Oseni says he loves. He says Nigeria go better. He says God bless Nigeria. He says I love Nigeria. He says God bless the military of that Zoo Republic. Rufai Oseni, today I'm picking up on you. I want to spar with you. They say you are the best in that zoo. Today I want to spar intellectually with the best. The so-called best journalist from that zoo. I'm holding you by what you tweeted on X. You said again, I'll quote, when he left office, Jakonde lived in Ilupeju. He had no mansions in Victoria Island. He could have acquired all for himself. Can we say so for others? The answer is no. That's a rhetoric question, but the answer is no. Yet you still believe in a contraption that is declining. Rufai, sometimes, it beats my imagination. How when I watch you on Arise News, you are dropping the knowledge, you are dropping jewels. When I listen to you at your TV station, your radio station, Voice of the People, 90.3 FM, I hear a man who is very eloquent, a man who is vast, a man who is educated. But when it comes to the affairs of that zoo called Nigeria, you keep on messing about. You keep on acting naive and stupid. You keep acting foolish. Your arguments are childlike. You believe in Nigeria, a contraption given to you by your slave master. Do you love slavery? Do you love colonization? How dare you choose the name of your slave master? Damn on you, man. You form my hand, guy. And now you are complaining about the good old days. When the foundation is faulty, do not expect anything above it to stand. You are here, you are lamenting about the good works of Lateef Jakonde. One out of a few. You are lamenting, saying, oh, during the good old days, Jakonde, he built everything. This man walked on water. He was a god amongst men, because till this day we are still enjoying what he did. The roads he built, the houses he built, till this day we are still enjoying it. If not for Jakonde, most of us we will not be educated. That's what you are saying now. But today, your politicians, the other time, someone stole $870,000 to pay for, oh my, God have mercy. A politician this man, Yahaya Bello, whatever, on the news. $870,000 to pay for school fees. As a deferred payment. The children, they are not yet in university, but he is paying in advance. And that is the country you believe in. Rufai, I keep telling you, the only reason why you love Nigeria this much is because your career, your role in journalism, it is thriving in a contraption. It is thriving in a banana republic. It is thriving in a zoo environment. It is thriving where every day you get juicy news. Nigeria is like a movie. And those, in most cases, that get the best opportunity in Nigeria are those telling the stories. Those from the sideline commentating. Every day you have a story to tell about Nigeria. When you wake up in the morning, there is breaking news. Boko Haram, ISWAP, Fulani killer headsmen, Okwama, breaking news. Some greedy military men went to Okwama for oil, gold, and silver. And when they were caught on the crossfire, 17 of them kicked the bucket. And suddenly, the whole community in Okwama had to pay for the sins of a few. Juicy news. You all pick on those news. But the same military in that zoo, they stopped you, the journalist, from accessing a community called Okwama. There is a crime scene and nobody was allowed to go into the crime scene for more than 7 weeks. Not even the governor of that state. Talk less of the journalist. But yet, Rufai, you are on your high horse, telling us how you love Nigeria and reminiscing about the good old days. The good old days when you had Jakonde. See where your mind go. How many years ago, how many years back then did we have Jakonde? He is still the yardstick you are using to judge that zoo. He is still the yardstick you are using to tell how well you love Nigeria, how well with time Nigeria go better. But look at the foundation of Jakonde. Look at the man called Jakonde. The same house he had before he went into politics was the same house he had when he left office. Think about that. That's the Fulani killer headsmen dressed in Nigerian military uniform. They go to Okwama because of the greed for oil. They are Fulani men who owns the oil well. They told them to go to Okwama because there is a disruption in the flow of their oil. And when they met their demise, when they met their water 100, when they met their Waterloo, you journalists, you cry and clamor on how you love Nigeria, how you love your military. They gave them 3 days of mourning. Oh my God, have mercy. But in the same vein, when the Christian military, when the Igbo military and the Yoruba military, when they go to the north to protect the people in the north, when the community members, they invite them to come and chop rice, to come and chop tuwo shinkafa, to come and drink their kunu, as they are drinking it, unknown to them, listen to me somebody, unknown to the military men, that the community people, they have planned with Boko Haram, they have planned with ISWAP, they have planned with ISIS, they have planned with Fulani killer headsmen. When the Igbo soldiers and Yoruba soldiers, they are busy eating the food, they are enjoying the food given to them by the community, they lay down their guns, they lay down their ammunitions, they lay down their guards, and they are enjoying the food. While enjoying the food, lo and behold, from behind their back, men will start to shoot them. Men will buy them. They will die. The Fulani headsmen will shoot. ISWAP, Boko Haram, ISIS will do the damage. Guess what happens? The same military does not put that community under siege. They don't chase the community into the bushes. The whole of a community, more than 200 people, 200,000 people will not be sent to the bushes. They will not be sent into hiding. They will not be sent into packing. They allow them to leave. And there is no 3 days mourning for the Christians soldiers. There is no 3 days mourning for the Igbo and Yoruba soldiers. Those stubborn soldiers who choose to remain in that zoo, you don't mourn them for 3 days in the nation. But when it happens in Okwama, in the land of Biafra, suddenly the media, everybody now loves their military. And the whole community has to pay. More than 200,000 people, you destroyed their homes, you sent them into the bushes. This is the 7th week and counting. 7 bloody weeks, my people, they are in the bush, hiding, being bitten and killed by snakes and scorpions. They can't even bury their dead. And Rufai Yoseni is saying he loves his military. Today, I want to speak to Rufai Yoseni. It is time to put some senses in his head. Because this madness has to stop. How can you claim to be the best and your thinking, the way you rationale things, there is fault, there is flaws in everything you say? 1 minute you are saying you love Nigeria. The next minute you are lamenting how Jakonde, a great man during those days, he did miracle, but something your governors of today cannot do. My fellow Biafrans, today I'm speaking to this man they call Rufai Yoseni. I don't hate him. I love him. He's somebody I always, respect and admire how he does his things. But at this point, seeing this tweet, it took me back. I was taken aback. Say, how can you tweet something like this up? So you know the problem of your politicians. You know the games they play, yet you still believe in that zoo. Because I was thinking this guy was naive about what is happening in that zoo. But he made a very good point when he said, when he left office, Jakonde, that is, he lived in Ilukweju. He lived in the same house in Ilukweju. He had no mansions in Victoria Island, where all you rich people love to go. Once you made it in politics, you must build a house in VI, Victoria Island. If you are into fraud, into drugs, you must buy a house in Victoria Island to prove that you have arrived. But the man who laid the foundation of that zoo showed you how things could have been done differently. There was once a contraption called Nigeria. If men like that were allowed to do what they had to do, perhaps that zoo would have been different. But for the fact you all have turned to cowards, you see what the Fulani cabal they are doing in your contraption. You see how they've taken over all the government parastatals. You see how even your so-called presidency, Tinubu is scared of them. He is scared to do anything about the cabal. He is busy attacking the Biafrans. Just yesterday, America, they declared that Emefiele and Nnamdi Kanu, Nigeria has not been fair to the Biafrans the way they handle their cases. They've not been fair because of the cowardice. The Yorubas know they cannot touch the Fulani. They are untouchable. The only people the Yorubas can touch are the Biafrans. But when it comes to the so-called the Fulanis, when they are in the head, when they are presiding over that country, they can punish the Yorubas and punish the Biafrans. When the Biafrans wants to fight them, the Yorubas will join hands with the Fulani to attack us. That is the problem. That is the quagmire. That is the conundrum that we find ourselves in that zoo. And Rufai Yoseni, you know this of a fact, but you are not being fair when it comes to the affairs of the Biafrans. You are not being fair. Before your eyes, our good friend Chief Sunday Igboho was released by Tinubu, a Yoruba man. Before your eyes, Sowore was released. They said they have no case against Sowore, a Yoruba man. Before your eyes. Before your eyes. What about that Fulani man, the guy they just released some few days ago? Everybody else have been released apart from the Biafrans. When you want to attack the Buhari government, the only man you can attack is Emefiele, the weakest link. You know Emefiele was a yes sir man. He was a yes man to Buhari. But you cowards cannot face the bully that you know caused the problem in that zoo. You leave Buhari alone. You are focusing on Emefiele. Last time I checked, my fellow people who are listening to me, last time I checked, somebody told me that Betta Edu, her job is safe. She's still working as a humanitarian minister or whatever you want to call it. She was not the one they were after. It was the girlfriend of Buhari, the past humanitarian minister, that the Tinubu government they are after. But because they are scared of the cabal, they have to play, come with a childlike kind of stuff to put Better Edu on the hot seat. But now they are saying they want to investigate for the past 8 years. They want to investigate the office to see how far things have gone. So all the money that they are finding out now, it wasn't the money that Better Edu stole. It's the money that the girlfriend of Buhari stole while in power. Look at the case of Yaya Bello. The same thing happened. They were scared to go all out for Yaya Bello. They became an audio, EFCC became an audio government parastatal. They were on social media explaining how they called Yaya Bello on the phone, begging him to come through the back door. Just imagine that. They called him on the phone, begging him, Oga, I beg now, come through the back door. Come through the back door. And I said, no, come and see me in my village. Come and speak to me in my village. That's how confident the cabal they are speaking. But when it came to the case of Rocha Sokorocha, you saw how they broke down his house. When it came to the case of Willie Obiano, you saw the way from airport, the man during handover, under 6 hours, he was booking a private flight to escape the zoo. They caught him at the airport. We saw a video of him drinking water with singlet and shorts. Different strokes for different folks. So it beats my imagination. Say, this man they call Rufai Oseni, my guy, somebody don't get me wrong. I'm not here to have any beef with him. I just want to discuss with this guy intellectually. I want to spar with his brain. I want to understand his mind frame, his state of mind. Why is he thinking the way he's thinking? You know this fact about Jakonde, but you still believe that the politicians of today will change Nigeria. If you know the kind of man Jakonde was, does any of these politicians meet or match 20% of the kind of man Jakonde was? Sometimes you have to test the hypothesis. If the answer is no, then you will now have to know that the trajectory of Nigeria is going to a direction where things will implode. It will self-implode. It will self-destruct. I rest my case. From me, from here, for now, I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I remain yours truly, Biafra, Superstars Media. God bless you.
Yeah, check me out. Superstars Media. Lord Logan, Bloomington, Lord Logan, and it's wild Flora show. 1914 amalgamation is what we dying for. 3 nations to 1 nation. Ever since annihilation, nepotism is nonsense. You and you, clap your hands. Biafra gonna come, clap your hands. Biafra, Oduduwa, we're free now. Freedom is gonna come, we're free now. Yeah.